relevant in the today's contest. As we all know that the entire country has been bidded for the geographical areas, and out of the 307 GAs, now almost 200 plus GAs are connected, and various GAs are in the operations and maintenance phase. Going forward, I'll be sharing 3 incidents which our organization, our entity has experienced in the past. You all know this is the area where the CGD normally operates. We have city gate systems, then the steel network is there, MDP network is there, and then the compressors, cascades and all those things are there. And this is the normal layout like in terms of the CGD, how it operates. CGS is there, then steel and MDP transmission lines are there, and cater to various customers, whether it is in transport or whether it is in commercial industries or domestic PNG. I think the most important in the asset integrity management, there are 3 main areas of concern. One, and the first and the foremost, is the safe designing. How we design and how we initially seed the system, that is very important. Then during the execution part, how do we ensure the quality of construction, commissioning and the integrity part. Third is the operational controls, primarily focusing on the SOPs which are defined. We have T4S, we have other standards. And the fourth one is if any happening happens, or a preventive or a firefighting sort of management, that is the ERDMP and all. So these are the 4 areas, I think, where the entire CGD sector is focusing. And these are some of the accident trends which I wanted to share. If we see the trend of the CNG accidents, that is now almost coming to around 4 per 100 number of CNG stations. It has been reducing, but still it is there. And on the PNG front, if we see, it is almost now 2 to 3 per 1000 kilometer of the pipeline laid. Coming to the first one, case study 1, this happened at one of the CNG station where one of the truck came for the CNG fueling, and after fueling, the cylinder, the truck was having 11 cylinders, and one of the cylinder, it had a linear failure. It exploded, or it sheared off, and luckily no injuries had happened, but this was one of the case. Going forward, just to understand why it exploded. So going into the root cause, first and foremost thing, the fitness of the vehicle had expired, but it was मतलब वो चल रही थी. And the second one is the cylinders were highly corroded, they were not maintained. The root cause was that some fake hydro testing certificates were managed, and in spite of having all the SOPs being adhered by the driveway salesman, but still ignorance was there, and fake certificate happened and all, and that is why this got exploded. I think there is a way forward or a learning. We have been also exploring. There has been some processes also. The hydro testing has to be uploaded on the PESO site, and it has to have a back-end check and all. Then only the thing should move forward. And going forward, we are also experimenting with some AI mechanism with the number plate reader and all. It could go back with the Vahan portal and the PESO portal so that 100% check is there. So this was one of the incident. The second incident, which was, it is a very, means it's a common thing when we do lot of laying of the pipeline. There is change in the directions. Any third party is doing any works are there. In this case, PWD requested for the 32 mm shifting of the pipeline, and the team went ahead without following some of the standard SOPs and without the safety permit system, and that too doing in the night, so has to have an inconvenience to the customer. They flouted some of the SOPs, and then there was digging going on, there was some cutting of the pipe, the squeezers failed, single squeezer was there, and ultimately some leakage happened, and it got ignition from the nearby sweet shop and all, and some fatalities also happened. So this is just wanted to share with you, when the SOPs are not adhered, it can lead to any big disaster also. And the third one, it's very interesting case study I would like to share. It's a very common thing. I'll just take 1 minute because very interesting. Now there's this lot of AC alternate current interfaces are happening, and which are damaging the steel pipeline of the CGD network, and even the other way trunk lines also. It has happened in couple of CGD industries. We also faced it recently. There was a surge from the transformer. The cable was going nearby the 4-inch steel pipeline, and due to the AC interference, I think the polarization was not proper. The decoupling mechanism was not there proper, and there was a puncture of in the steel pipeline. Gas started leaking. Fortunately, there were no in terms of any casualties or any major leakage and all. But these are the challenges which CGDs are facing in their day-to-day operations. And I would like to reiterate with this once again, that the 4 things are there in any of the operations, whether it is oil or gas or to the particular CGD sector. The first one is the design part. Need to ensure that all the designs are proper. The second one, quality during the execution. Third one is the adherence of all SOP systems, safety permits during operations and maintenance. And fourth, your preventive and corrective measures, whether it is ERDMP, firefighting mechanism. So these things are to be intacted, and going forward, then only, as Bashit Saab also said, once the trust or the confidence of the customer loses in this particular sector, it will be very, very difficult to regain back. And apart from that, loss of life, property may also happen. So thank you so much for the patient hearing. Thank you.